Hello everyone and welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. You're watching JCTV on the Xbox One console. This is the Przemas Outback John Deere Farm, episode number 6. Thanks for stopping by, folks. I certainly do appreciate it. Alright, so we are standing in the middle of our sunflower fields. They are ready to harvest and we're going to be doing that today. So let's run through the sunflowers really quickly across the street and through the farm, right over to the harvester, and we will get things underway. We have got $24,408 on our way to our goal of $165,000 to purchase that fourth field that is in the middle of our 3 sunflower fields. That's the last part of phase 1. You can see that here. Field number 21 is what we're shooting for. Let's see here. There we go. So that's what we own. And we need to raise $165,000 to get field number 24 to complete phase 1 of our plan. So we've got the 3 full fields of sunflowers which are all ready to be harvested. We're going to be doing that this episode. Fields number 20, 22, and 23. They are all fertilized to 100%. So this crop yield should be pretty spectacular for those 3 fields. Alright, so we're in the John Deere harvester and we're going to strap on the sunflower header here. And we are going to get underway. While we are doing that, folks, while we're harvesting these sunflowers, take a quick minute. If you have not done so already, look at that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. Give that button a click for me. That would be greatly appreciated. And like and share this video and ring that notification bell so you can be alerted every time we upload new content. You don't want to miss anything. Then when you're done that, come and follow us on all of our social media campaigns, folks. You can follow us on, you can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Discord, Patreon. There's even a small PayPal link there if you feel so inclined to send a donation my way. That would be awesome. Remember, folks, donations are never expected, but always appreciated. There's also a new link in the description of the video where you can promote your own YouTube channel. Check that out as well from sprizzy.com. Alright, and then finally, last but not least, check out the featured channeled section of our YouTube channel. You'll see 4 excellent Farming Simulator YouTubers there. Mr. Crazy Simulator, Carl Johnson Gaming, Deuce MS, and Mr. Least Square Gaming as well. Check those 4 guys out, subscribe to their channels, and like and share their videos as well. That would be greatly appreciated. You won't be disappointed. And now that all of that stuff is out of the way, we are harvesting our sunflowers. The grand harvest is underway. Hopefully we can hit close to $165,000. If not, we're going to have to do some light contract work towards the middle to the end of the video just to make ends meet, because I do want to complete phase 1 at the end of this video. I would like to plow all of those fields into one and then merge them, so that we can have one large field for the beginning of next episode where we seed this large field. You can see here, as far as the eye can see, these fields stretch all the way into the horizon. So this will be a pretty big field for our one cash crop, which I do believe is going to be oats. We're going to plant oats first in this large field, so that way we can bale the straw that's left over after we sell the oats, and then we can sell the bales of straw as well for some residual income. So let's move things right along. We can probably skip to the end of this harvest. You've all seen harvesting before. You know what it does. You know what it's all about. So let's skip to the end of the harvest, and then we will check out field number 2. And here is the end of the harvest on the first field. We're just going to dump the soybeans. I always say soybeans. We're going to dump the sunflowers into the tipper, or the semi-trailer here, and then we will just drive on over to the second field, which is on the other side of field number 21. So we own the first, the third, and the fourth field. Hopefully we'll get enough money scraped together to purchase that third field, or the fourth field. That is the end of phase 1, buying all 4 of these fields and then merging them together into one big super crop field. And then we can move on to phase 2, which I'm still not going to reveal what the plan is for phase 2. You'll just have to tune in and find out. Every Thursday, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when the Przemas Outback episodes are uploaded. So if you haven't rung that notification bell yet, you might want to do that so you don't miss Thursday's video. All right, harvesting is started on the second field now. Let's skip to the end of the harvest on this field. Here we are, and we're again going to be dumping the sunflowers into the semi-trailer. Actually, we're just going to drive right on over to the third field in our quest here. The harvester's not that full, so we can just continue on harvesting through here, and then that will be that. So this is the beginning of the harvest of the third field, and here is the end of the harvest on the third field. We are now done harvesting all of the sunflowers in these three fields. You can see that we did all these manually. We are still at $24,408, so no workers were used in the making of this video, not this section anyway. Alright, so let's get all of these sunflowers in here, then we'll check the map real quick to figure out who's paying the most for sunflowers. And it's most likely the train station mill. They're always paying the most for everything. I don't want to say that they have a monopoly on the crops, but they're certainly paying the most for everything. It doesn't matter what it is. Alright, so we're going to bring the harvester back to the farm, and then we'll park that, and then we'll drive the tipper possibly over to the train station mill to sell all the sunflowers. And there we go. The harvester is parked and put away, and now we've got a semi-trailer just over halfway full of sunflowers, and we're going to be driving up to the train station mill because they are the ones paying the most for sunflowers at this point in time. No big surprise there. We've spent a lot of time going back and forth to the train station mill. I can't wait until all of these fields get maxed out to their full potential, and that way we can utilize the trains that are running through this map and then mass sell hundreds of thousands of liters of crops all at the same time at the train station mill. That is the goal. If you remember the Shima Sovo series that we did, I think these are kind of like sister maps, maybe Shimas and then Shima Sovo. The Shima Sovo series utilized trains quite a bit when we were selling crops. As well as the Pacific Northwest. We like using trains out in the Pacific Northwest. If you haven't seen those series, folks, I strongly advise you have a look at those playlists when you get a minute. I'll put them up at the end of the video, but Shima Sovo and Pacific Northwest utilized a lot of trains in the mass selling of hundreds of thousands of crops at the same time, which was a lot of fun because you don't see a lot of people use trains to sell crops. They put them in the map for a reason. You should use them. Alright, coming up on the train station mill, it's just behind the spinnery here. Over the railroad tracks. And in the back door, there we go. Alright, now all we need to do is back up and line up the semi-trailer. Now remember, I say this every video, with this particular map and these particular sell points, which are all the same, you can't just drive the semi-trailer in there and then unload it because it lifts up. You've got to back up towards the end of the sell point, which is closest to the exit, and then find the very edge of the sell point and then unload there. Because if you unload while the entire truck is inside the little warehouse there, it's going to glitch out and hit the roof. If you lift it up any further than that, we almost hit it. Alright, so with the sunflower sale, we are at $115,574, well away from our goal. We need at least another 50 grand, but there are some pretty costly contracts that are up on the board right now, so we can take advantage of that, maybe 2 or 3 contracts, and we'll be able to afford that $165,000 that it costs for that fourth field, number 21. Alright, so all we have to do is bring the tipper back to the farm, and we'll sit down and figure out the contract work and find out exactly what we need to do and how many times we need to do it. Okay, and the truck is now back at the farm. Let's hop out of here, and already I think we're going to be doing some fertilizing jobs because they are paying quite a lot of money, even though it costs a lot of money to fill up this fertilizer sprayer. There are some like $30,000 contracts that we could probably do. So let's look at this really quick here. Let's figure out what is the best contract for us according to the size of the field, because we don't want to do one that's so huge that it's going to take forever. This one sowing job is $152,000. I wonder, is this the planter seeder that plants everything? I think the one that plants everything doesn't plant potatoes, but I can't be sure. Are there potatoes listed in here? No, I don't think we can plant potatoes with this particular Great Plains seeder. I know the other one plants corn and cotton and everything. This is not that one, I believe. So we cannot pull off that $152,000 job. So I think we should continue looking at different contracts here. Let's see. Which one is going to get us close to our goal? So many contracts. That's what I love about this map. Almost every field on this map has something to do. Let's see. Field number 11, $33,000. Where are you, field number 11? Or 31. Sorry, it wasn't 11. It was 31. Yeah, field number 31. That's a big field. Let's see here. $32,000, field number 24. Where are you? Right there, and it's close by to our field too. It's just out and around the corner. I think we will do that one first. Decisions. Let's have a look. Cultivating, $10,000. Not too sure about that one. So many decisions, and I cannot decide. Some smaller contracts too that won't take very long, but will keep us far away from our goal. We don't want to do any cotton harvesting. That's pretty much just worker jobs. Want to do something that we can just sink our teeth into. Field number 15. No, I don't think so. This is taking quite a long time to decide. I probably should have planned a little bit better and had this already done. I think we're going to go with field number 24. I think we're going to fertilize this because we already have a fertilizer sprayer and we already have a tractor. All we got to do is fill it up, and with the width of the fertilizer sprayer, it's not going to take that long. 24 is right there. That's not going to take very long at all. All right, we've accepted the contract on field number 24, and we are out and on our way. We just need to attach the fertilizer sprayer, fill it up, and then we will be at field number 24. All right, that's good. Fertilizer sprayer is just over half full. It's not going to take that much to fill it up, and we should be able to do the entire contract on field number 24 with one fill of the fertilizer sprayer. Hopefully this doesn't run too much money. Let's see here. Well, that's not bad. $7,000. Oh, no, not 7. 2. I really need glasses. All right, $2,900 to fill the fertilizer sprayer 1/4 of the way. That is going to get real expensive once it gets completely emptied. All right, the good thing is that field number 24 is right here. It is right there coming up on our right. We can unfold the fertilizer sprayer and get to work. And then we will be $32,000 closer to our goal because we used our own equipment. So we're at $112,000 right now. Let's unfold the sprayer and get this job underway. So there's good and bad when it comes to this particular fertilizer sprayer. It's hard to maneuver, for one. That's one of the bad things because it's on this trailer thing. The good thing is that it holds a lot of fertilizer, and it's very, very wide, so it's not going to take that long to do this entire field. But either way, Let's skip to the end of the fertilizing contract so you can see us collect our money. Here we go, still at $112,000. And there's the end of the contract right there, so we can stop. We can collect our money, $32,000. And we are at $144,000 right now. And we can go and do another contract because we've got that much time. So let's go and do another fertilizing contract on another field. Here we are, arriving at field number 31 on the very bottom of the map. This one was the $33,000 contract, and we had to fill the fertilizer sprayer up again, so we're back down to $136,000, and the end of the contract is upon us. And there we go. There's the end of the contract right there. So we can stop, fold up the fertilizer sprayer, collect our $33,000, and that will put us at our goal. We are at $166,000, so we could actually buy that field right now, but the only thing is that we won't have enough money to seed it. So what we did off camera was we did a couple of small little cultivating jobs, and we amassed $172,000 so that we can actually show you how to merge your fields together. So we'll drive out over here to the field that we're going to purchase. There we are. And of course, before we start merging it together, we've got to purchase it. So let's go and do that. It's good. Field number 21 has already been harvested. That means that there's nothing really left to do. There you go. So we've purchased field number 21. We now own all 4 fields plus the farm. So phase 1 is now 95% complete, and it will be 100% complete when we merge these fields together. So all you're going to do is lower your plow. You're going to make sure that allow create fields is on, and you want to line these up just so that they match up, so when you drive in one straight line it merges them together nicely. And there we go. A little bit off on that one corner there, but that's okay. So now we are merging our fields together by creating a field in between the fields, which will merge them into one big field. Alright, so we're going to go up and down like this until the dirt is now plowed into a field, and that will create one big ginormous super field. And here is the end of the plowing process on the first 2 fields. So this is the one section of dirt that was in between field 20 and 21. It is now completed. 20 and 21 are now their own big fields, and now we're going to do it again in the middle of 22 and 23, or sorry, 21 and 22. We're just going to make a nice little line at the bottom here, and then that is a narrow enough space in between the fields. We should be able to just drive up the middle in one swift motion and get all that dirt. Now, if you're creating your own fields, please keep in mind that when your plow is set to create fields, wherever you drive will create a field. So if you're driving in all different sections, or you've had one too many, and you start driving in S shapes or figure 8s, your field will be in those shapes. So please keep that in mind. If you're thinking about creating your own fields, make them in the shape that you want them, not in the shape that you accidentally make them into. If you make a mistake, you can download the roller mod, I think it's called, the field roller, which deletes your field and turns it back to its original shape. But so far we haven't had to use that, thank God. So we've just been really careful about how we create our fields with our plows. And if you don't use this Lizard 6-meter plow, you should. It's a fantastic little plow. It works forwards and backwards, so you can drive in reverse and still create fields, or you can drive forward and create fields. All right. Perfect. So phase 1 is now almost completed. And here's the completion of phase number 1 right now. Boom. Everything is now merged into one ginormous field. So phase 1 is now complete, folks. All we have to do is drive the plow back and grab the seeder and then start seeding our oats. So while we're doing that, I'd just like to take the opportunity to thank everyone for tuning into this episode. Once we start seeding, we're going to call it a day. That's going to wrap up this episode here. If you have not done so already, folks, don't forget, hit that subscribe button for me. Like and share this video and ring that notification bell so you can be alerted every time we upload new content. You don't want to miss anything. We're doing a different map each day of the week, Monday through Friday. Mondays is Greenwich Valley. Tuesdays was the season finale of Green River 2019. Look out for a new series starting on Tuesdays next week. Wednesdays is Ningen Farms in the Australian Outback. Thursdays is obviously the Przemas Outback John Deere Farm. And Friday, don't forget about our Rogue River logging saga. Stranded in Rogue River with nothing but $40 and a chainsaw. That series is coming along nicely. Alright, so we're going to grab the seeder. We're going to head on out to the field. We're going to sow some oats. And then that will be that. Yep, we've just got to fill everything up first. And then we can seed our brand new field. Our super field, if you will. And as mentioned before in the beginning of the video, I am putting some playlists up on the screen now. The Shimasovo series and the Pacific Northwest series and another one. And the subscribe reminder as well. Go ahead and click those, watch some more videos, like and share, leave some comments, do what you guys do best. Thanks for stopping by and viewing the videos. I certainly do appreciate it. For now, this is JCTV saying, see you later.